I just discovered something, guys, and I got to share it with you because you might need it one day. Let's say you want to call in from work and you need an instant headache, but you don't want to lie about it. All you got to do is listen to a clip of Hillary Clinton. And you will develop a migraine. Yeah. Woo! But you got to listen to it like 3 times. So I'm only going to make you listen to this one time. Here's Hillary Clinton on Jimmy Fallon's show. Beware, do not listen to this more than once.
But it's Biden versus Trump.
Yes,
we know that.
It is. It is.
What do you say to voters who are upset that those are the 2 choices?
Get over yourself. Those are the 2 choices.
Yeah, love that.
Right? And
good.
You know, it's kind of like one is old and effective and compassionate, has a heart, and really cares about people. And one is old and has been charged with 91 felonies.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
okay, interesting.
I don't understand why this is even a hard choice, really.
Correction, Hillary. There is something that we could do. We could stay our asses home. We could vote for RFK Jr. We could vote for Dr. Cornel West. We could vote for Trump. We could vote for Tim Black. We could vote for Peter Pan. There's a lot of things we could do besides vote for Joe Biden. Okay? That's not the only option. That's the only option you want them to take. My thing is this. Why does Hillary get to keep coming out and talking? Why does she get to pretend that she's influential? Of course, there's a few out in Rhode Island who are feminists, who love her. Some boomers somewhere in, I don't know, out of Minnesota. They may have a thing for it, but for the most part, most people gave up on her a long time ago. Hillary Clinton is the one. Back in 2008, they had all the industry behind her, all of the DNC, everything working for her, and she lost to an upstart that no one ever knew with a weird name. And look, the jury's still out on the birtherism angle because I know they say, well, Hillary didn't start that personally. Yeah, but her supporters did. Yeah, you don't know that. See, there's things a lot of people don't know. Hillary, that whole birtherism thing that Trump was using against Obama, that was some pathetic stuff, right? But, folks, Trump didn't come up with it. Like most things, Trump took it. Yeah, the whole idea was born inside the Democratic Party, born inside the DNC, born inside the Hillary campaign. They said that Obama was not American enough to beat her. He proved her wrong, but that's sort of like the same tact Trump used with people on the road. And that's sort of what elevated Trump. Trump was elevated by the DNC. Trump was elevated by Hillary Clinton. That's why we are where we are. All things lead back to the Clintons. All bad stuff in the last 40, 50 years, if you look deep enough, you're going to find either Obama's name on it. If not Obama, you're going to find the Clintons. Yeah, it's not just Trump. In fact, Trump was just a rich guy with a show on NBC, like a celebrity guy for a long time. No one cared about him politically. It was them who thought, oh, he's running for office, let's push voters to him. And then she started calling up, her and her crew, called up all the press and said, cover Trump, cover Cruz. It's just that they didn't realize Trump was smart enough to know how to capitalize off of all the publicity. And that's how we ended up where we are. See, the more you know. Folks, you got to understand something about Hillary Clinton. She is not personable. She's not interesting. There's something very unique about her. In 2016, when she went to a state, she did worse. See, people say, oh, Hillary was lazy. That's why she didn't campaign in Wisconsin. She was lazy. That's why she stayed out of Pennsylvania. She was lazy. That's why she didn't go to Michigan. No, it's because they realized the myth got them more votes than the actual product. Yeah, they realized when people met Hillary, the more they met her, the more they got to know her, the less they liked her. They liked the idea of a woman, but not her, okay? It's sort of like some people like DeSantis. They thought they liked DeSantis until they start seeing DeSantis and listening to DeSantis. And when they got a taste of DeSantis, they said, no more DeSantis. Hillary burnt so much money in 2016 She caused an environmental disaster. She could have. She could have caused an environmental disaster. That's how much money she burnt. She outspent Trump like almost 2-1 and still lost. You understand what I'm saying? Very much unlikely. You would think a person that unlikely would stay away, wouldn't keep coming back out, keep writing books no one wants to read, keep making appearances no one wants to watch. But she keeps doing it. Why? Because she's powerful. She's powerful because those people like her. The problem is those people don't got all the votes. The problem is those people aren't the people she needed to be in power. So now she's bitter as hell. She's the scorned candidate that won't go away. What has she accomplished? Why is she talking? Just her and Chelsea making the rounds, running their mouths, getting in the way. And here she's telling all the people, and look, another thing, part of what helped Trump, part of it was Hillary Clinton's arrogant, elitist, deplorable line. Oh, that caused Trump to use that to run across the country and raise money. That inspired all the anti-Democrats, all the anti-Hillary people. Some people weren't even Trump supporters, but they hated Hillary just that much that she wanted to label everybody that supported Trump as a deplorable. So she basically poured lighter fluid on the coals and then threw the match and said, did I do that? How'd that happen? How'd we get a fire? Lady, you put the kerosene on. You hit the switch. It was you. And now they want us to believe that the only way to get out of this mess is to put Biden back in. Jimmy Fallon, he's a corporate tool, just like all the late night hosts. They are corporate tools. And the corporations run by the Democratic Party. Don't get it twisted. I don't support the Republicans or the Democrats. But the truth is the truth. This whole system, the majority of our system, is running behind the Democratic Party. They don't much care who gets elected unless it's an outsider who's going to switch up things. See, as long as the car stays running the way it's running, it stays on the road, the same old corporate bastards get their payoffs, the same corporate interests get served, they're good with it. They could care less, really, if it's a D and R or an R. But when you got somebody who's willing to overturn the system, they're willing to make things work differently, that's a problem for them. That's when the Hillarys come out. That's Obama. That's Clinton power. That's why they're out there doing the fundraisers. How much they raised? $25 million in one day at one event or something over the weekend for Biden's campaign? There's blood in the water, folks. And part of it is because the Democrats can't accept who to take out the game. See, putting the right people in the game is as important as taking the wrong people out. If the Biden campaign had any control, any smarts, they pull Hillary out the campaign. Hillary will not help Joe Biden get votes. Joe Biden is more popular with women than Hillary is. Trump is more popular with women than Hillary is. If Hillary would have been the first female president if she were popular. She's not. It's not because she's a woman. A lot of women vote. She could not get white women to back her. I repeat, Hillary Clinton cannot get white women to vote for her. You can call it race, or you can call it sexism if you want, but black people still voted for her more than they voted for Trump. It was white women. White women rejected Hillary. And that's her audience. And here she is now, once again, coming out, being a jackass, being a fire starter, insulting voters. They shame you and pretend they don't want your vote and pretend it don't matter and pretend you're stupid. They think it's strength They're operating in Boomerville, okay? I'm a Gen Xer, okay? Basically, a person who came to age in the late 80s, early 90s, okay? Those are Gen Xers. We don't operate that way. Neither do the millennials. And the Gen Zers, come on, guys. They're not going for it. The politics of shaming the voter ain't gonna get it done. Did Hillary come out and sell Jimmy Fallon and his viewers with how great Biden is? Or did she just come out and say, Trump's got indictments? That ain't gonna get it done. Then they're gonna wonder why they lost again. And here goes another secret. And I want people to know this. Hillary Clinton's always just been about Hillary Clinton. And people reject that. She never made people feel like it was about them. And if you want to win an election, people need to know you're going to be there for them. Not them be there for you. She made it about her. Her whole slogan was, I'm with her. How could you think that was going to beat Make America Great Again? One slogan is about America, the other one is about you. You pick a leader to help you get something, for us to win the game, for us to make the change, for us to win, for us to grow the company. You don't pick a leader to make the leader shine, to make the leader successful, to make the leader the best thing since sliced bread. So it's a warped idea. She ran on a warped, horrible, pathetic campaign slogan with a pathetic viewpoint, with a horrible narrative. And then she insulted the very people she needed to win over because she thought she didn't need them. But she did. And now she's back again because Biden's that desperate.
Timberlake's content hits different, don't it? Facts. Subscribe, cut on all notifications. Those other channels are just too basic. Join us for more, and remember, it's a new day.